In a world filled with sights and colors, Max had only known darkness. Born blind, he learned early that the world was a place of sounds, scents, and the gentle touch of those who cared for him. But even with those comforts, Max often felt lost alone. In the vast quiet, his days were spent in a small shelter, where the echoes of other dogs playing sometimes reached his ears but never quite touched his heart. He could not see the wagging tails, the playful eyes, or the smiling faces. For Max, the world was silent and still until Charlie came along. Charlie was different. Where Max was cautious, Charlie was bold. Where Max hesitated, Charlie charged ahead. And like Max, Charlie was blind. She had been rescued from an abusive home, her eyes clouded and full of fear, but she had spirit a light inside her that refused to be dimmed. Their meeting was quiet but powerful. One afternoon, the shelter workers brought Charlie to the play yard. Max was resting near a tree, his head tilted toward the wind. When he heard the soft pads of paws, he turned his head and sniffed the air. Charlie's scent was strong, but not threatening. She barked softly, a single, clear bark. Max replied, with a slow wag of his tail. Over the next days, Charlie and Max began to explore together. Max, who had always been tentative, found courage in Charlie's presence. She would nudge him gently when it was time to move and lead him toward the warmth of the sun, or the cool shade of the trees. Max learned to trust the sound of her voice, and the feel of her fur brushing against his side. In turn, Charlie followed his steady pace, safe in the rhythm of his steps. Neither could see the other's face, but in their silence, a friendship blossomed deep and true. It wasn't just companionship, it was guidance. Where Max felt unsure, Charlie was his light. Where Charlie felt afraid, Max was her anchor. Together, they navigated the world's uncertainties. The shelter staff began to notice the change. Max's tail wagged more. Charlie's steps grew sure. Their bond became a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in darkness, we can find our way with someone by our side. One evening, a family came to adopt a dog. They walked the rows of cages, laughing and pointing at dogs that leaped with excitement. When they reached Max and Charlie's kennel, the two dogs lay side by side, quiet and calm. The family paused. They could see Max's blindness in his cloudy eyes and noticed Charlie's gentle posture. But instead of turning away, they knelt and spoke softly. "Maybe they're not just two dogs," the mother said. "Maybe they're each other's guide." The family decided to adopt both. In their new home, Max and Charlie thrived. Mornings were filled with gentle walks, Charlie leading with confidence and Max following close. Nights were quiet, but never lonely, and every day, their bond grew stronger. One afternoon, while walking through a dense forest trail, Max stumbled on a hidden route. Instead of panicking, Charlie barked twice, a signal they had made together, and gently nudged him back to safety. Max pressed close, grateful for the guiding voice in the dark. Later, as the sun set and the world turned soft and orange, Max and Charlie lay side by side on the porch. Their hearts beat in rhythm, steady and sure. They couldn't see the sunset. They didn't need to, because they found their way not with eyes, but with love. Moral: true guidance isn't about sight. It's about trust, love, and the courage to walk together through darkness.